Hello there, I want to welcome you to the 11th lesson of the 20 lessons that we are learning from biblical names and their meaning. And today we are going to consider the name Isaac, which simply means the one who loves. You see, Abraham and Sarah are counted among the couples who were actually old, yet didn't have children, not even a child. But Abraham loved when God said that Sarah would become pregnant with Isaac. The reason he loved was because he himself was old and Sarah was 90 years old. Talk about a miracle baby. So you see, they had no hope because they realized that at the age that they had gotten to, there was no way, absolutely no way, that they were going to give birth. So in Genesis chapter 17 verse 17, the Bible says, "Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed, and said in his heart, Shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear?" So actually he laughed because he realized that at that particular age there was no way that he would give birth, neither the wife also. Also, when we read Genesis chapter 18 verse 10 down to 13, the Bible says, "And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son." And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind her. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and were stricken in age, and he ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, "After I was old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being also old?" And the Lord said unto Abraham, "Wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, Shall I of a surety bear a child, which am old?" So you see, Sarah also upon hearing this also laughed because she realized that it was too late for her. You see, it may be too late in your sight. It was too late in the sight of Abraham. It was too late in the sight of Sarah. So they laughed at the promise of God. But you see, what seemed too late in their sight was actually nothing late in the sight of God. What seemed impossible in their eyes seemed not impossible in the eyes of the Lord. And so when you read Genesis chapter 21, we realize that Sarah conceived and bare a son and called his name Isaac, which simply means the one who laughed. You see, Abraham and Sarah laughed. It was a sign of faithlessness. But this time they laughed because they had a good news. They laughed because Isaac brought happiness in their life. Even though they were well stricken in age, yet they laughed because Isaac came in their life. So you too, what are you going through in life? Do you think you are too old? Do you think it has been too late for you? Today God says that you will laugh. He will bring something good in your life. It doesn't matter how long you have stayed in the disappointment. It doesn't matter how long you have stayed in the financial challenges. It doesn't matter how long you have suffered the broken home. It doesn't matter how long the academic issues have tarried. It doesn't matter how long you have waited to marry. It doesn't matter how long things have actually not gone on well in your life. God says you will laugh. He is the God who seems impossible in the sight of every man, but in his sight the word impossible simply means I am possible. God is able to make you laugh even the times that your life is full of sorrow. And so never be worried. Never doubt the things that God has said that he will do for you. If God has said that he will do it for you, don't consider the time. Your part is to obey. If God has said that he will certainly do certain things for you, your part is not to know the how and the when. Your part is to believe. You will laugh, and so never allow anything dwindle your effort and put you down. God says you will laugh. Only wait for the appointed time. Don't doubt God. Don't laugh as a sign of faithlessness, because God is different from you. He is God and you are human. You will laugh one day, and so keep the faith burning.